Welcome. It's an honor, privilege, and joy to have you all here to celebrate this momentous occasion. Thank you all for coming. Really. Congratulations. And all of you, and we will be with so. As you are entering a new phase of your life, I'd like to tell you a story of a person who changed our world. 18 years ago, when Riddhi was born, my dear mom wanted to see a photograph of her. I took a picture of her in my Kodak camera, went to Walmart, dropped the film, took 3 days to get the picture, went to the post office. It went through the snail mail, took 45 days to reach my dear mom. Today I just press the button and she is with us in real time. This technology, however, is both a curse and a cure. Today, our lives are inundated in a sea of social media, smartphone, smart television, instant gratifications. We are often lost in a world of multitasking. One day, I was at the airport waiting for my next flight. I looked around. Everyone was feverishly texting, tweeting, through their handheld devices. Looking at them, their eyes glued to the iPhone. I thought about Gandhi's 3 monkeys, but instead of say no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, they were, I say no one, I hear no one, I speak to no one. My sense of isolation in that room full of people was overpowering. While we are constantly bombarded with that ever-changing, ever-flowing information by these devices, the person who created it, the creator of iPhone, practiced a much different lifestyle. Indeed, he learned how to silence his mind, how to create space, and how to unfurl his creativity. Friends, Steve Jobs created the iPhone through the power of meditation. His brilliance that changed the world came from a space free of all distraction, free of all thought. Steve Jobs was deeply influenced by Eastern spiritualism, an influence he carried throughout his life. As a young man searching for purpose of life, he visited India. He was only 19 years old. He took a trip in 1973. While staying with our family in a countryside in the foothill of Himalayas, he came across a book, Autobiography of Yogi, written by Paramahansa Yogananda. Yogananda is revered as the father of yoga in the West. His singular contribution, however, was the publication of his biography. It is considered as a landmark publication where, for the first time, a yogi describes his journey of spiritual transformation to the Western world. A copy of the book was left behind by a previous traveler, and Steve Jobs reread that book several times. The India trip and the book Autobiography of a Yogi had a profound impact on him. He learned how to meditate, how to silence his mind, and how to stay calm and quiet. In the year 1981, at the City Plaza in the city of Boston, a crowd gathered to listen to Steve Jobs. He was just 26 years old, and by the time he rocketed to international stardom, his flagship product, Apple Computer, was revolutionizing the way people use technology. As the excitement was growing, everyone waiting, the keynote speaker, everyone was waiting to hear, was nowhere to be found. The frantic organizer finally spotted him backstage. Steve Jobs was sitting on the floor, completely still, immersed in meditation. He was a picture of calm and quiet. At that moment, Steve Jobs became a perfect yogi, a person who had complete control over his body, mind, and spirit. What is meditation? Why do you meditate? And what are the benefits of meditation? Meditation is to quiet your mind. Your thoughts spin through your mind all the time, at office, at work, smart television, smart TV. But when you meditate, your mind just slows down. Friends, allow me to illustrate it with a prompt. Take a few deep breaths. Relax your body. Ease any tension in it. Now, focus your complete attention to the flame of the candle. That's all you need to do. Just focus completely on the flame of the candle as it changes its color and shape. If you find yourself thinking anything else, bring your attention back to the flame of the candle. You probably notice, no matter how hard you try, repeatedly your eyes and your mind drift away. Various thoughts are demanding your attention, disturbing your focus, and making you forget to gaze at the flame. But over a period of time, it subsides, and gradually you create room to hear more subtle things. And at that moment, you see things more clearly. And at that moment, your intuition begins to blossom. And at that moment, you see much more than you could see before. Friends, meditation helped Steve Jobs to see much more than he could see before. And the increased calm and clarity helped him tremendously in his creativity. He went on to usher in a technological revolution. He changed the way we think, the way we use phones, the way we listen to music, the way we experience. Indeed, he changed the way we interact with each other. And in the process, he fundamentally changed the way we live our lives. Friends, the book Autobiography of a Yogi resonated throughout his life and even in his death. At the memorial service held at Stanford University in the month of October 2011, every attendee was given a brown bag. Inside it was not any of the dazzling product that he created. Inside it was this book. The funeral gift of Steve Jobs to the world was this little book of yoga. And we, Rede, Urbi, do not relate the virtual world, the distractions of the virtual world to affect you. If you find yourself, your mind, all the disturbances, just take a few deep breaths. Silence your mind. When you silence your mind, you create space. And when you create space, you unfold your creativity. And when you unleash your creativity, it changes your life. You change someone else's life. And you change the world. This was the farewell message of Steve Jobs to the world. And this was the final thing he wanted all of us to think about, realize, and live by. Ready? Nitya. The world is your oyster. Celebrate it.
Yay!
And celebrate each and every moment of your life. Okay, thank you all.